Generic greetings and welcome to Fossil Corner. Today's beverage is a quite interesting no added sugar berry crush, which although it does taste a little bit artificial, it is still not a bad flavour. Either way, welcome to Fossil Corner. This is a puzzle game about fossil identification and collection. We play as a retired paleontologist, I believe, and we've just recently got back into collecting and identifying fossils. It's a game that I didn't have on my radar at all until the developer sent me a key, and I saw it and I thought, well, it seems okay in terms of it's like quite simple and maybe quite a relaxing game, and I've tried it for maybe 45 minutes to an hour and I've enjoyed what I've played, so I thought I would do a little bit of a video of it to show you what the game is like. As always, links are in the description if you want to check it out yourself. This is not any sort of full review, but just a little first impressions. I'm going to show you a bit of the moment to moment and then some of the secondary stuff you can do. So as you can see, we have our room here, and one of the things you can do for whatever reason is to slam the window open and close. I quite like a little feature like that. Little details like that always make me smile. But the main moment to moment, as I said, is the fossil identification. So we're going to go to this big box of fossils and unpack it, and we get given a random selection of fossils. Each fossil will be separated into a generation represented by these colour bands. So we've got dark blue, light blue, beige and pink, and each of these fossils will have a certain trait. So the aperture, which could be oval, triangular, square, it could be smooth or ribbed, it could be a lefty or a righty, different shape, different size, it has different spines, etc. So they have different traits, and the idea is to separate them and to follow where they go in terms of their evolution, because every time they go from one of these generations upwards, they will change in traits, but only one trait though. So for example, even this fossil here and this fossil here, hang on, no, that's a bad example. These two here, actually, that's a bad example as well. So those, even though I know the generations are different, they wouldn't work in terms of a connection, because this is a different shape, they're a different size, and they've got a different aperture. It has to be one change in trait. So what I'm going to do is separate them out into their generations first. That's a easy way to do it, and then we know where we need to go from there. So just putting these up here. It's very stack top heavy here, and there we go. These ones here represent one. Well, we don't know what these are. So this one I think is that colour, although I do find it difficult sometimes to identify the colour. They can be a bit samey, especially when you've got the shadows there as well. These represent ones that we don't actually know about, and this one I don't even know the generation. So we're just going to do our best to move forward. So from here then, I am going to say this one and this one. Let's compare the two. Well, this one is ribbed with an oval aperture with like a sort of like lines around. It seems to be, if we compare that there, nothing like that one. So this has got a different aperture, no spines, flat, and is also a different shape. So I can connect that up, but I know it's wrong. Whereas, for example, this to this seems correct. They are the same. Oh, they're different sizes, though. I'm not too sure. Well, I'm going to connect those up there because I think that, yeah, I thought that was what it's going to be. So I knew the colour of that one. I knew the generation, and I thought that that might be the same and correct, which indeed it has been. So this one is being marked as correct, so it is now job done, and we've got this sort of yellow circle around it and the connections there. You can remove the connection by clicking on it, but obviously we want to do that. Once there's no more connections, when we click on it, it just goes burp, burp, so you can't do anything with it. So that means that basically it's giving us a little bit of a hint to say, yeah, that is now done. So I'm going to put that out of the way just to say, yep, we're done with that one. We don't need to connect anything with it. You can also use the hints as well, and I do find you can just brute force attack it if you want. So it's not a game that's going to, like, really hold you back, I think. Either way, the chances of this one, well, can we go straight to that one? No, we can't. So I'm going to guesstimate that that one is there and that one there. I mean, this is the thing. I can brute force it if I require. But this one here, those do look to be very similar, but we can't connect them up. I'm going to say that to there. I don't know what's going to be changing, but this is where we have to maybe work back over. Let's do it the other way. So I know that this one is the same. This is all the same apart from the aperture, so that is fine. These are the same apart from this one's got a spike and this one hasn't, so I'm going to guess that's fine. This one's the same, although it's got a different aperture. Yep, that's fine. These are the same, but this spirals to the right and that spirals to the left, so I'm just going to put that there. Actually, let's move that over to the left and then just sort of swap these around. It'd be nice if you drop them. If you drop the fossils on top of one another, it would be nice if they swapped their location. That would just be a little bit better for us. This is the same but slightly different in height, and this is the same but... Oh, no. This has got a different aperture, and it might be a different fossil. I don't know. But maybe that. I'm just going to roughly do that. So I'm just going to have to say that and that. And yes, that is correct. We managed to get that done correctly. So that is all good. And that's there. There we go. Actually worked out quite well. So we get some rewards, which is 2 generic units of currency. Fossil bonus here. Don't know why we're getting that bonus. You get put by collecting fossils and displaying them. Alright, so we got a nice bonus. And then the total, which is 7. So we got 7 generic units of currency. And now if we want to, we can pick a fossil to keep and add it to our collection. So I'm going to say this one here. And okay, this is a purple 3-star rating because it's ribbed, spiny, and large. We can either put it in our pocket, stash it, recycle, or just click OK. And then this is where you can start moving things around. I also have a trilobite in my pocket as well. Anyway, over to the computer, and this is Fossil OS 10.0. And we've got different things we can do. We can like order different fossils, which I will do that. We can go to the shop and get, say, different shelves and such. I'm actually going to get another shelf. There we go. And you've got your stash, and then you've got your mail as well. There is a story that goes with it, but I haven't really latched on with it, if I'm honest. I'm not really too invested in that, although it is there if you do so desire. I'm just going to accept a gift here, which is a fossil combiner and rock tumbler. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So that is in the shop, is it? And it costs how much? It costs 30 generic units of currency. Crossbreed 2 fossils together. The reason you may do that is you got these fossil finders, and they are requiring certain fossils. So this one here, I'm looking for a fossil. 3 different 2-star fossils is what they're looking for. How do we have that then? So there's a fossil, there's a fossil, and there's a fossil. Yeah, those. Okay, what I'm going to do is pocket, actually put the shelf up there, and put the trilobite up the top, put that up there. So I'm going to get the teal fossil, the red fossil, and the blue fossil. I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to press space. That takes a photo of that, and then we may be able to hand that in. And there we go. Yes, we've done it, and we've unlocked a beanbag chair in the shop. So you get little bonuses when you do this. This one here is need a rock that rocks. 4 different 1 fossils, so we can do that as well. 1, 1, 3. We'll get rid of that. This one's on like a nice little lighting arrangement there. Over to here. Take a photo. Go back, drag the photo, and we get some money. And you can see we're leveling up as well. Trilobite with long as heck. we got a trilobite with long as heck. We've got a trilobite which is stubby little guy and eye stalks. Fair enough. Anyway, I'm going to put these back and put all my teal fossils over on the right there. And oh, what have I done with that fossil there? Go back. Yeah, I'm actually going to put that one. That looks weird. It's just oversized. Let me just put that one there. That one can go there. That can go there. And then that's about right. Actually, can we swap these over? I say it'd be nice if you could just swap them over. Not just on here, but also when you're messing around with the fossils as well. So there we go. You can also change the colour of these things. So I can click on this and say edit, and I can change the colour. So I'm just going to go with that colour scheme. Quite nice. On the right hand side here, you also have this big pile of crap apparently, and you can spend money in your shop here to do different things. So like destroy that stuff, you can clear stuff out. There's all like the rock tumbler and combination stuff, and you've also got like display shelves and display cases and such, which is quite nice. Beanbag chair, it holds 5 fossils. I'll buy it, why not? Let's see where I can put this thing. And oh yeah, you can put it down there, so we can put fossils on it if we wanted to. Anyway, back to the identification of the fossils. We'll unpack that and see what we have here. So, like I did previously, I'm just going to start dumping them down, and on the right, hopefully the correct generations, like so, and just trying to get them correct here. And oh, that's interesting. So we've got, looks to be 3 of the top fossils, 3 minimum, I should say, of these pink fossils, 2 teal fossils, and no red fossils. These ones are colourless, and this one I don't have a clue about. I'm going to guesstimate that that's going to be correct. Yep. And oh, what's that? That is a very shiny fossil. All right. That's curious. That'll connect up as well. Yeah. So where do we go from here? Well, this one to this one is different aperture and different size. But this one to this one is the same. Oh, we can't actually connect anything to that. Or that. Oh, so in that case then, we are just going to have to assume that that is correct. And that is correct, yeah. So we've got these weird shiny ones. I don't know what those are. These are new. Anyway, we're still connecting up. So that one and that one are correct, I think. And then that one and that one are correct. Yep. That's because the aperture... So the aperture size was different. And then the patternation was different. That also... No. No. It's going to have to be that then, isn't it? Yep. And we've again got these shiny ones. And there we go. Good connections. Right. So what's that? That's a pyritized shell. Okay. That's a... Oh, it's got names as well. Eptilodiphantus. Supercan. Eptoceli... I don't know Latin. This one here is colourful and rare colour. I'm going to collect that one then. And we can... Oh, only recycle it for 3, but we're just going to confirm that. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick up this fossil. In fact, you know what? That fossil is not very good. I'm going to recycle it for 3, and I'm going to put my really cool fossil on that one. Yes, nice. Okay, let's go back to here, and we'll see what we have in terms of mail. We have someone here who says... What do they want? We need a photo with a sign or a plant. So they're wanting a photo. So with a sign or a plant. Well, I think we can buy a plant. So let's just do that. Cosmetic item, plant. Go back. And we'll put the plant in on the beanbag. That doesn't seem right. And putting it on the beanbag. I think we'll put it there in the center. And we'll take a photo of it. So there, we might as well do that. And send them that. Attach the picture. Reply. There you go. All right, back to fossil stuff. So over to our fossils, and actually we'll do one more box of shells, and we'll maybe do some trilobites. So place that down, unpack that up, and then we'll zoom in. So we'll obviously identify these as best we can in terms of their generation, which is in color, and also as their patternation suggests, we can put them there. These are all different colors. So what am I going to do here? This is interesting. So that is correct, I believe, because it's just the same. It's the same. I think it goes to there, and then yeah, there. So it's the same everything apart from the spiralization, because it goes the other way, and then that one was a different aperture. So we can't go from there with anything. That's going burp, burp. So that can go over the corner. We'll just put that in the corner. Don't need to do anything with it. This one should be... Oh, sorry. Of course, they're different things. This one to... That one wouldn't work because it's the same... Oh, no. Right. So, I assume because it was an unknown colour, these are unknown colours, but everything else was the same, I assumed that wouldn't work. But one of the things you get are colourful, where they change slightly. This change colour. On the right-hand side, these traits do alter to show you what's in play as well. But that can't be, we can't do anything with that one. So again, we'll put that out of the way. So it's just identifying what we can get here. See, that to there wouldn't work because it's a different size and different spiral. This one is different as well. Could it be to that one, that one? No. Okay. What about... Get rid of these for now because I think that one is correct. In order to get to that one though, we'd have to rotate to the other way and then change the aperture. Nah, didn't think it was. Let's just click hint, see what it says. Those two. So that and that. Ah, so that's another start point. Right, okay, that's fine. We have another start point. So from there to there wouldn't work because it's different spiraling and different aperture. Similar for all of these wouldn't work. That's actually completed anyway. Alright, okay. So what I'll do is I'll just move that out of the way. But we still connect from there and all of these. So that, because it's just the opposite way. And then changing aperture. Yep. Okay. We can't go from that to that. I think that's up there, you know. Yeah. Didn't really fit anywhere else. There we are. Identified. Good. And I will get... Actually, I'm going to go back. Go to the computer. And we'll see what our fossil find is. 4 different red fossils. Mineralized shell with rib lefty and tiny, or trilobite. I'm just going to reset that, and you can do that now and again. That's the fossil of the day, that. Guessing it's an achievement. So once they want 4 different red fossils. I've only got... Well, I've got no red fossils. So that's red and green. I wonder if it classes as both for the picture and like requirements, or whether they're just wanting red. I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to go with that one. And I'll say stash it. Actually, you shouldn't really stash it because I'm just going to forget about it. I'll unstash it, which will go there. Right. Let's say there's gifts there as well. And they're wanting a picture of the sweetest fossil you have. Sweetest fossil? Don't know if we have a sweetest fossil. Let's try the trilobites. I've had a limited success with these, but we'll unpack them. See what we get offered. So trilobites curled up when they died, poor guys. Sad for them, but it's sad for you. Makes them hard to see the traits. Try to find and pick up the curled trilobite. That one. Ah, you can rotate the trilobite. Ah, okay. Note, curling is not a genetic trait. Whether or not the trilobite curls is random depending how spooked the little guys were when they died. You might see 2 things when changing between related trilobites. A genetic change plus the curling or uncurling. It's complicated. Right. So, yeah, that's going to make it even more difficult. So let's just put them up there and we'll work on that one last. So we start with the red. Start with the purple. So, they have number of lobes, head, shape, and size. So this one, I mean, it can only be there and there, surely. Don't really have much choice because there's no different colours there. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4 lobes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Patternation, a number of lobes. Yeah, that's fine. Head shape. This is a different head shape. So you can see the head shape is different there. And it's going to be that because it's the, again, number of lobes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. For this then, it's size, which is, well, that to there. This one to there. That one to there. And then this one, I'm curling. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's that one. Okay. So not as difficult as I thought, actually. But we've done that. And we can pick 1, 2 to store. What was it the achievements were? It was in the mill. No, it was in the fossil finders. Trilobite with stubby little guy. So we've got a stubby little guy. Ah, I've got stubby little guy, actually. That's a different story. There you go, Trilobite, stubby little guy. I wonder if there's anything else. We've got red fossils, mineralized shell, blue fossils. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to say, select that one. Okay, and I'm just going to recycle it for now. And I'm going to bring this Trilobite down. Photo. And we should be able to hand that in. Yeah, shell with spiny. Oh, that should be easy. That's actually got 3 different traits, but I wonder if we can do that. Yes, and I've leveled up. Cool. Purple trilobite with and shell with lefty. So we can get all these and get the rewards. We should probably spend some money. We've got this genome app. Makes copies of your fossils. Or the fossils of other fossil corner player. Right. We've got a fossil combiner and a rock tumbler. Turn your spare coins into fossils. Don't stick your hand in there. Yes. And the crossbreeding fossils. I think maybe I'd really like a nice big glass shelf. Or actually a display case would be nice. You know what? Let's just clear all that rubbish. So, unlock new workspace. Press the door button on the top left or the ones at the right. Okay. Ah! So we now have different workspaces. Can we open the door as well? Yeah. Yes, we can. Just little details that I quite enjoy. Okay, one last time at the fossils then. Let's go back to the other workspace. And, well, we'll obviously order some fossils in. So, over to our fossils. Get the box of fossils. Drag them there. Clicky, clicky, draggy, draggy. Unpack the fossils. And takes a little bit of time, but there we are. Okay, so let's put these fossils where they should be. So, we've got different variations in colour in here as well. Actually, quite a number of different coloured fossils. So that's pink, blue. Like I say, sometimes I do get the colours messed up, and then we've got an unknown amount of colours, and we've got none in red. So we know that one of these is going to have to be red. Well, it's going to be that, probably. No, thought it would be that. That's different aperture. That is the same. That's different colour. Okay, I am a bit stuck. Hint, please. Apparently those two. Well, that doesn't really help. Another hint, please. Okay, there you go. So it's given me a little bit more hope. So I think that can go to there, and then that can go to there, technically. Yes, it can. Alright, so we're getting somewhere now. From this, then, to that, and then that to that, and then that to that. Yes, so it wasn't all luck. It wasn't all luck. And then we've got these. So we can go from any of these, really. There, that one's not doing anything. Any of these we can go from, really. So, what have we got not connected? These two. These three. So there is too much change. There is one change. There is one change? No. Same striping, same aperture, different size. Can't be that. It'll have to be that to that. No. Different aperture. That feels correct. There we are. And this guy that's left, which could be any colour. No and no. But the perhaps. There we go. Got there in the end. And a bit of cash. And we need another fossil. What colours was it wanting? Click to skip. Skip the load up, but it just goes there. Shell with lefty. Don't think we've got any. Okay, we'll just pick that one up. And then we'll recycle it. But yeah, that's basically the moment to moment. The idea is you get your fossils, you move them around, identify them, and then once you've done that, you can either sell them, put them on display like so, or obviously there's a lot of things with them in the mail to do with like photographing stuff or using the fossil finders, which then gives you more stuff to then buy and whatnot. So you can get different colours to paint your things, so you can paint like the tables and such, so you can paint them a different colour, like so there's red colour, purple, etc. You can obviously buy more desks, more storage, things like that. So I think for what the game is seems to be a fair bit here. Overall, quite frankly, I'm just enjoying it. It just seems to be an honest little game about fossil identification and collecting. The colours I do seem to misidentify at times, and I don't know if that's just me or what, but I'm normally okay with that sort of thing. But sometimes they're very similar, and especially when you've got different patinations, it can be quite difficult to match them up. Also, it'd be nice if there was a bit more music in it. I mean, I like the ambience of like the birds cheeping outside and the wind and stuff like that. When we go like from is it the back door? Yeah, and just that's nice, but a bit more music and a bit more chill. Like even a jukebox, you put a bit of smooth jazz on will be quite nice, but just a bit more that would be all right. But overall, it is what it is. Seems to be a fairly decent, honest game about, as I said, fossil collecting and identification. So if you like what you see, then by all means feel free to check the link out in the description. If you have any feedback for something I may have done wrong in terms of the identification, any tips, tricks, etc., then by all means pop them in the comments there. And if you want to see more, by all means let me know as well. I am going to be playing a little bit more, specifically to get, I want to turn this area to like have this not as a work area, but more like a display area, so lots of display cases and things like that to show off what we've got. It's still introducing new mechanics to me, even though we are over an hour in, but nothing seems to be a deal breaker, and yeah, as I said, overall quite enjoying it. So there you are. Either way, that's been a bit of Fossil Corner. By all means let me know in the comments what you think, and as always, we'll go from there. Thanks very much for watching, take care, and generic partings.